Here we've got Brad's backstroke. You can see him get going off the start here. Pretty deep, and as we're watching him, he's going through some dolphin kicks, and he switches, I think, into that freestyle kick real early. So make sure you're riding those dolphin kicks out a little bit more. Good tempo on those hands. As we see going through, you've got a lot of the white on those hands. You've got a lot of bubbles going on, and so we need to really think about trying to, as soon as your hand enters the water, getting a little bit more extension, but at the same time, when your hand enters right about there, dig it down just a little bit further before pushing straight back. So you go forward a little bit more. We can see you're having that little bit of a crossover on that kick. Some of that is because you've got real, and it's not real big on that kick, but we can actually tighten that up a little bit more. Think about really trying to get a much longer kick in order to really kind of keep those feet from crossing over. You're pushing off, you're going real deep here, so you're having to take a long time to get up to the surface. Again, you switch over to that flutter kick real early, so make sure you're being a little bit more patient before you get into that. This angle will give us a great opportunity to see how that hand enters the water right there, and then you're kind of pushing through. Hand goes in, you're kind of away from your body. I'd like to see that hand a little bit closer, but as you finish, your hand is way down here. If you can get it so that your hand is pushing straight back behind you, you're going to be able to actually finish a lot closer to your body. And get things moving along here. Big thing you're going to be able to fix if you can really kind of work on that kick and work on those hands. That's going to be the biggest way to really make that backstroke drop down in time. Nice shot, Brad. Keep it up. Here we have Brad's backstroke on the above water angle. He's grabbing the wall due to the fact that we didn't have the touch pads in to be able to really get a solid backstroke start. Get you moving here. Pretty good setup right there. Good height. I like what you got going on. As we look at that dolphin kick underwater, I really think you're going to be able to get a lot more out of it if we get a little bit more bend. As I see it, you kind of got just a little bit of a bend that way. We can actually drop those heels almost to a 90-degree bend, but not quite that far. The first about 3-4 dolphin kicks, depending on whether you're coming off the wall or off the start. And then as you get further out, making sure you're tightening those up. But make sure you really work on trying to tighten those kicks up as you get further away from the wall, so that you're trying to increase that speed a little bit more. And you can actually get a couple more dolphin kicks before getting that freestyle backstroke kick going. Turnover rate looks really good on backstroke. Watch as you get into that turn. It looks really pretty good. I think we can actually speed things up a little bit more through that turn as soon as you're getting that last pull in. Really thinking about tucking that head up at that point in time. You're coming in on a nice straight line, but then you're kind of coming up and dipping down. You got to remember that straight line idea. Make sure you're just going straight in, coming straight back out. As soon as you tuck that head, make sure you're tucking those heels, and then get your chest to your knees so you can get tighter as tight as a ball. One big thing that'll hurt you on backstroke is that kick or lack thereof for you. So make sure you're really thinking about picking up that kick work as you go through. As you go through that finish, you're finishing just kind of flat on your back. You can either dive down a little bit, throw in a little bit of a dolphin kick, or you can work on really trying to get onto that side for a good slice through the water versus just kind of plowing through or floating in. So, nice job, Brad.